The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
It's time for a crunch or two. It's time for a little something something. It's time for the Snack Authority. The Snack Authority. The authority on snacks. Snacks of all kinds. From the most common and wildly famous to the most obscure and unknown. The Snack Authority. Snacking all the time so you don't have to.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Snack Authority, broadcasting live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café. The Snack Authority is a weekly podcast where we dig into the history, taste, and flavor of local snacks, national favorites, and yes, even some bizarre or international treats, alone or in head-to-head battles. I am Jess, and here with me is my panel of snacking experts. Hey, Pat.
Hi, Jess.
And hi there, Ed.
How are you?
Oh, good.
Today we selected something that's a little less sugary. We've been on kind of a roll with all those Kit Kats.
Yeah, you mean like a sugar rush every day?
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know if you'd call these healthy. Who knows?
I probably wouldn't call them unhealthy. There's quite a few good things in them if you're looking at them. These are the Triscuit Clusters, Wheatberry Clusters.
I'll get a picture of those.
Excellent.
And, you know, Jess, these are a fairly new product.
Right.
They were introduced at the 2019 Snacks and Sweets Expo.
They're pretty neat looking.
They are. And, in fact, they won in the savory snacks category.
Congratulations, Triscuit.
I'm not going to tell you which one won, just I don't want to bias you as we go through.
No, don't bias me.
And make our decisions. But they're available in 3 flavors.
I dig it.
Cranberry and cashews.
That's this one.
Cherries and almonds.
That's this one.
And pumpkin seeds and sweet corn.
That's this one.
Ooh. Yeah.
I know, right?
I don't know. What's the order on these? What should we try first?
You know what? I don't think there's a right or a wrong. I don't think anything's going to overshadow anything.
Right to left.
Right. You want to go right to left?
Right to left.
Right to left.
All right. So what do you got up first then?
So first we're going to be trying the Wheatberry Cherry Almond.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's super neat. And you can actually see them. They're little pieces, but they're also little bars. And they're 130 calories for an ounce. So not super bad, but they're all things that I can pronounce in the ingredients, which I really like. Surprising ingredient, though, potato flakes.
Huh. It's got some crunch on it.
Mm-hmm.
And Pat, do you know what a wheatberry is?
It's wheat and a berry.
Close. It's a whole unprocessed kernel of wheat that contains all 3 parts of the grain, including the bran, germ, and endosperm. It is whole grain wheat in its original form. They're commonly ground up into a flour that gets used as an ingredient.
My mom just makes wheat berries to eat like a rice.
Mm-hmm.
These are excellent. These are good.
These are good.
Yeah, I think the crunch is coming from those whole wheat berries, which is nice.
So it's got a little bit of chew, a little bit of crunch, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of salty. It's ticking off all the boxes.
Well, as you may know, Triscuit is made by Nabisco. And they were invented in 1900, so it's a pretty old school thing.
I didn't realize they were that old.
And they got a patent on it.
Good for them.
They were first produced in Niagara Falls. Maybe the honeymooners liked them.
Yeah, I bet they did.
Not the TV show, but just honeymooners.
Oh.
People on their honeymoon.
That's the one.
And, you know, their original advertisements, this kind of gives you context on how old the product is. They boasted that Triscuits were baked by electricity.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good thing they were.
Not an old coal-fired oven or something. But
these are quite good.
Yeah, I think they're tasty. You think we need a new flavor?
I think we should try the second one. We're going to try the sweet corn and pumpkin seed one.
And that's the one that seems a little different.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have the dried fruit in it, but I suppose the corn would count as the fruit. It's definitely crunchier.
Well, you know what I'm going to do while we're crunching?
Play a commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find one for Wheatberry, so we went with a classic from Triscuit.
Okay.
You'll recognize this stuff.
It's happening all around the house, right about now.
I'd like a Triscuit.
I'd like a Triscuit.
I'd like a Triscuit. I know my family, and when they'd like a snack, they'd like a Triscuit wafer.
Great with cheese.
Or with a dip.
Neat with jam, or just by themselves. And they really are good. Triscuit wafers, they're made from 100% natural whole wheat, and that's good too.
A Triscuit, baked only by Nabisco.
Do you remember that one, or it was before your time?
Might have been before my time.
Before my time, too.
And can anyone recognize the voice of the woman in the ad?
It does sound familiar, her voice.
Doris Day.
No. Betty Buckley.
Oh.
Oh, Betty, yeah.
What was she, the mom on 8 is Enough or something? I think so.
This is pretty darn good.
You like them?
I actually do.
All right.
So we have one more to try.
Yeah, and you know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to do a little bit of news
Oh, gee
while
whiz.
we're crunching on the final contender.
Sounds good to me.
So in the snack news this week, Hershey's is acquiring One Brands. Do you know the One brand?
Sounds familiar. What do they make?
It's more on the healthier side snack
That's
or
good.
nutrition bar.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's low sugar and high protein bars, One Brands, all
Nice.
capitalized ONE. And they're going to spend $397 million to acquire that. It's expected to close in the fourth quarter of this year. Hershey's really is trying to acquire companies to provide competitive offerings in spaces that they're not in right now. I mean, they're
Smart.
pretty solidly in the candy arena. So
I'd say.
they're trying to move more into some healthier brands. The Hershey spokesman says that One Brands can help the chocolate maker extend its portfolio into new occasions, including morning and on-the-go nutrition.
Well, that makes sense with one.
Yeah, because most parents don't give their kids Hershey bars for breakfast.
Well,
No,
that's a
most
shame.
don't. No.
But they might go Cocoa Puffs, for example. That's an exception.
Aren't those whole grains?
I don't know if they are.
I'm going to go with it.
Well,
Cocoa Puffs.
you know Pat is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Pat's cuckoo in general.
So that's a good move, I think, for Hershey. This one, and I don't know if either of you have had this product, but the cookies and cream Twix are returning.
No, I have not tried them.
You're intrigued, though, right?
I am very intrigued.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like they're making an official comeback. They're a bit later and a little bit different than what fans originally expected. But Mars, the maker of Twix, confirmed that cookies and cream Twix will be on the shelves starting in January of 2020.
They're missing Halloween.
And Christmas, for that matter.
Well, I don't think a Twix for Christmas, but definitely on Halloween, you want to hide all your Twix from everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, the original date was a December date, so I don't know if they ran into production issues or, whatever happens with these candy people.
Yeah, those candy people.
Yeah, you can't trust them.
Yeah, that's like the big bag. You know the big bags for Halloween?
Yeah,
I go out and get all the Twix, though.
Yeah.
Kids don't get them.
you
Kids
like
don't get them.
those.
I get the Twix, though.
Yeah, that's
Well,
fair.
let me tell you a little bit about them. They'll have chocolate cookie bars and an all-new soft cream center packed with crunchy cookie bits.
It sounds good, but it
Yeah.
doesn't sound like a Twix.
No. In name only, maybe?
I'm fine with it.
They're moving in the cookie and cream territory.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we mark it on our calendar and try to get some of those in
Already marked
January?
with an alert.
You already got that
yeah.
going. All right. And all of that will be, as with the normal Twix, covered in milk chocolate.
Well, that's good. That's unusual for cookies and cream because usually you see dark chocolate
Yeah.
and cookie bits with cream.
Sure, and that one seemed to have a lot of chocolate going on already, so you could, well, maybe they will do a white version one day, although I don't think I've seen a white Twix.
Actually, I don't think I have either.
Well,
But I would assume that cookies and cream, like the Hershey bars, the everything else cookies and cream is white chocolate or for whatever reason dark chocolate, but never milk.
no, it's rare.
I'm excited. It's like a unicorn.
Gonna have to look into this, huh?
Unicorn.
You're not happy, Pat?
No, they're moving in on the cookie and cream. Everybody wants to do cookies and cream.
Wait, you're not a cookies and cream fan?
Ice cream, maybe.
No, there you go. That is a standby.
Well, Pat, it's an option just not to buy it.
Oh, it's not. He's a
You know
snack
what?
authority. He's got to buy it.
Got to try one.
All right.
100.
One.
That's fair.
Oh, you never know, Pat. Maybe you're going to fall in love with this Twix and you'll be giving out the regular ones on Halloween. Not this year, but next year.
Next year.
You might be overstepping a bit.
I might just have to pull them all.
Yeah.
All Twix.
All Twix.
All Twix.
Yeah, kids don't need that.
No.
All right, what are we thinking about these?
You know what? I have a clear list of favorites. I like the texture of them all, but I noticed that having the dried fruit in it does change the texture quite a bit. Between the cherry and the cranberry, there's a definite chewiness to them. The pumpkin seed is a bit crisper.
It is.
Like by a bit.
And normally, I'm a big cherry fan, but I'm finding the cranberries complement the wheat a little better than the cherries.
I would have gone exactly the opposite.
Really?
I find that the wheatberry itself has this beautiful kind of dryness to it, and it needs a touch of sweetness to make it pop a little bit. The cranberries are a bit tart for me. And I like tart. I like sour. I like everything like that. But I don't think the cranberries did them justice.
Huh.
Maybe it was because the cashews were so delicate next to a cranberry.
Yeah,
Who knows?
It is very different with the pumpkin seed and corn. And like you say, the texture is different and the taste experience is different because you don't get as much sweetness out of that one.
First bite, I didn't like it. The corn one. Second bite, it's really tasty.
I experiment. I put all three
All together?
together.
Can
How'd
you
it
do
go?
that?
Yeah, good. Give it a
It's an
shot.
authority.
All right. Well, you're talking. I'm going to give that a shot.
All right, you tell us what you think, Pat.
I think all three together is really great. But I come out to the corn and pumpkin seed I like the best. It's a little bit more savory without that sweetness. I love cranberries, dried cranberries, and but it doesn't make it with this.
It's exactly what I'm
Right.
saying.
Doesn't make it. And now go the same thing with the cherries.
I think
Doesn't
this
do it.
one's your cranberries.
Either one.
You were right about all three together. That was magic. Just buy all three, guys. Buy all three.
Buy all
Try a
three,
little bit
do it.
each.
Shove them all in your mouth at once.
The biggest pieces, too.
Yeah. I would
I'm feeling pretty good about these.
Yeah.
I like them.
You ready to pick the winner?
I am. I actually already have my numbers down.
Do you?
Are we doing numbers, or do you want to just do the best? Because I have a vote for all three.
I think we do the numbers and then take the average best.
Sounds good to me, Deb. So for me, the winner is going to be the pumpkin and sweet corn. I gave that a 92 because I really like the texture. I like everything about it. What I didn't like was the breakage. That's why it's not higher than 92. My second place would be the cherry almond because I liked the sweetness meets the dryness of the almonds, and that got a 90, followed by the cranberry cashew, which I think is tasty, but I didn't think the combination was as magical as the other two, and that got an 88. Yeah.
Well, I'm with you on the top choice. I didn't think it would be the pumpkin seed and corn, but that was my favorite.
Yeah.
And I would give that a 93. It's a really
First
solid
time you've gone higher than me.
product. As I said, my next in line is the cranberry. And I think that's a solid 90. The cherry and maybe it's the almond in there, it just didn't do it for me. It's a good product. We'll go 88 on that one.
It's not a bad score at all.
No.
I feel good about that.
My turn.
Ready, Pat?
Okay. Number one
Yep.
is the pumpkin seed, definitely. First bite, didn't like it. Not didn't like it, just
Same thing.
There was nothing going
Right.
on at
But the
first.
second
It takes
time,
a
right?
while.
It was really nice flavor. These two here, I can go equal. I'm going to give them both an 88. I wasn't overwhelmed with either one. I wasn't underwhelmed.
What was your score for the pumpkin sweet corn?
Pumpkin, I'll give it a 92.
Yeah. It's a solid 92. You know what? I actually really enjoyed these treats. I think they're different. I think they're unique. You don't often see snacks like this. I don't think anything else uses wheat berries. I mean, I'm trying to think of something. Maybe some granola bars have them in them.
It's got a sort of unique place, I think.
You know, it's probably good for it's probably good for kids. You know, for a snack.
Yeah.
And
I'd
that's
be
what
more
it is.
comfortable giving
Yeah.
a kid this. I mean,
Right.
minus the dried fruit if they're very small and they might get choked on it.
No,
But like we were talking about the peanut puffs, no allergies to tree nuts here.
right, and the fruit ones have, I don't know, in a weird way, almost too much sweetness. You know, it doesn't go with what I'm after when I grab a snack like this. I want something that's a little bit more savory, like the pumpkin corn.
Would you dip this? Would you use these to dip? Because regular
Well-
Triscuits you can dip.
I would certainly take the fruit ones and dip them in a milk chocolate fountain.
I love you so much. I want to hear it. Our final scores, though, for these were, by the way, pumpkin sweet corn got a 92. That one is our firm winner. And both the cherry almond and the cranberry cashew got 89s apiece.
Now, what I would do is take a little bit of milk
Oh,
And make it a cereal?
and make it a cereal.
you could get away with that pretty
Yes.
easily. It does have a granola sort of
Right.
quality to it.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And just so you know, the winner of the 2019 Snacks and Sweets Expo in the savory category was the pumpkin seed and corn.
Knew it. Our Snack Authority taste buds are on.
We know what we're talking about here on the Snack Authority.
Thank you. So you guys should try these. And if you ever have an idea of a snack we should dig into, an idea of something we should pair against each other, please contact us at thesnackauthority@gmail.com. We love to hear from you. Please let your snack eating friends know about us. Share, subscribe to us. We like those 5-star ratings. This is the Snack Authority for Ed, Pat, and myself. We hope you have a wonderful snacking week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.